The main topic today for me was talking about narcissism and having a narcissistic mother and going no contact with a narcissistic mother. Um, so it's been some years, maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years, maybe five. No, it's been a while. 5 plus years that I didn't said no contact. Decided to go no contact with my mother, and so far it's been great. It's been great. I've learned a lot about myself in those years. um, all it's like I'm realizing all those years that I was living with my mother could have been. It feels like time wasted. You know what I mean? To be honest, because I'm finding myself after going no contact, the self that I wanted to be when I was with my living with my mother, I was not allowed to be because of because of the way she was. If that makes sense. So when it's free. It was freeing. It's freeing, you know what I mean, because you learn to become who you want to be, um as a husband, as a father, as a person, a friend, different stuff like that. Because think about it, you grow up with a narcissistic person. They're always telling you, like, no, do it this way, no, don't do it that way, do it this way, you know what I mean. And that's not to be confused with parenting that is good parenting, that is like, okay, if you touch that stove you're gonna get burned, that type of parenting. No, the narcissistic parenting is like, you do it this way for me, to make me feel better, you know what I mean. Like like the narcissistic child becomes responsible for the parent, the narcissistic parent. The child of a narcissistic parent is kind of being bent to make the parent's feelings feel better. I'm not trying to explain it, but if you get what I'm saying, like, they're teaching you, they're disciplining you in a way that makes them feel better, not so much to help keep you from doing the wrong thing, or the right discipline, which is the discipline that I got from my father, because my father and my mother are divorced. They've been divorced for years. I lived with my father all the way up until my teen years. That's when I went to start living with my mother. So when I look back, I thank my father and my stepmother for how they raised me, because that's how I'm raising my kids. Like, no, you're not responsible for my feelings. Um, and if I do find, because I there's stuff that I picked up and that I learned from my mother, my narcissistic mother, on how to be, and I find myself doing that to my kids. I'm like, oh no, that's like how my mother did it, and that's not the right way to do it. And go back to the topic of going no contact with my mother. I also had that from my family, my kids. I don't want my kids to be around her, because I know she's going to want to bend them toward making her feel good about herself. And I'm like, nah, you're not gonna do that to my kids. I'm not gonna let you do that. What you did to me, I'm not gonna let you do that to my kids. But I do want them to have a relationship with my father, who is not narcissistic. You know what I mean? As far as, I mean, what I've seen, is a good person. You know what I mean? People may see different stuff, just like me. People may see different stuff about me that, you know what I mean. But I want my kids to have a relationship with my father. So that's just my little ramble on that. And more stuff on going no contact with the mother. At first, there's a lot of pushback. Like all these videos talk about, you're gonna be gaslit, you're gonna be talked about. Man, my mom had a lot of pushback. She said a lot of nasty stuff to my wife about my kids and me. Ooh, it was stuff I never would have expected my mother to say. And then it's like, okay, once you decide to go no contact, then you see the real person who they are. You start to see the real person who they are, and it's like, dude, I can't believe. And it's sometimes it's upsetting, because you're like, damn, I wasted all those years living with my mom, learning how she wanted me to be. Sometimes it's like, damn, like, I'm not gonna get that time back, but of course we're not supposed to dwell on that. I don't dwell on it. Every now and then it comes back. I'm like, damn, I wasted that time. I could have been doing this, could have been doing that. But that's just how life is. We learn as we go. So yeah, I hope that helps out you guys. Stay tuned for some more videos. Talk to you later. Bye.